Hello, everyone, and welcome to Blurred Alert, a place where if you know, you know, and if you don't, keep watching and you eventually will. I'm Scotty Quippen, but my friends call me Quip, and along with me today, out on bail, fresh out of jail, California dreaming. Soon as he steps on the
Jeez.
scene, he's hearing Hoochie screaming. It's Brandon Gash. How are
That's a
you
hell of
doing,
an
baby?
intro for the new year, but I'll take it. I am on the West Coast. It's raining right now, but that's perfect weather to podcast.
Absolutely, and those of you who have joined us before, our third member of the triumvirate of the Blurred Alert crew, Sebastian Gomez, unfortunately is feeling under the weather, and so he's taking a little time to recoup. Send him your thoughts, prayers, lots of positive energy his way,
Yes.
so that he's feeling better and able to hop on with us next go round. But today we are going to be chatting about the top 10 blurred moments of 2025. It's a year in review. It's
Yeah.
2026 now. How was your New Year's Eve? Did you do anything fun, Brandon?
No, nothing fantastic or like I'm a homebody. Me and the wife, we stay home with the cats, turn on some movies, just relax. Really just bring in the new year like old people. So nothing too crazy.
Fair enough. We were real low key as well. It was actually kind of funny. My wife and daughter have both really gotten into Animal Crossing recently, and so even within the game, there was this little like countdown event. So it was like, okay, we're doing the countdown event to New Year's via Animal Crossing. But that was fun. We just chilled out, played some comfy games, really relaxed after so a lot of the busyness of the holidays. And then, as soon as midnight struck and we
Yes, sir.
toasted with some Martinelli's apple cider, there's no sponsor. They're not sponsoring the podcast, but
Can they sponsor us?
can we get a sponsor from Martinelli's? Yeah, sure. Somebody send this
Yeah.
to them. Um,
Send us a case.
as soon as we were done, I hurried off my daughter to bed because I was excited to watch the finale of Stranger Things.
Yes.
And so we won't go too in depth about that because I know we're definitely going to talk about that later. Especially, we can't chat Stranger Things without Sebastian. We just can't.
Right.
That is a rule. But that is how we spent our New Year's, like a lot of people watching the finale of Stranger Things. So
Didn't it crash? Didn't Netflix like crash
it?
a little? I think so. I read like
Okay.
if you were tuning in right when
Like
it was
right as it
dropping,
dropped. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
that there were some system crashes.
Fair enough. That makes sense. Yeah, we waited because I know I was even texting the group. I was like, "Oh man, I'm gonna have to like stay off of all social media, go into
all
a
of it.
sensory deprivation tank like 11, and just avoid
Yes.
all the eager beavers who like as soon as it drops, they're already chopping it up, clipping it, sending their
Yeah.
opinions out before they've actually finished watching the finale. It's
Yeah.
wild. Lots of excitement around it, lots of buzz around it, and I'm excited to talk about it a little later.
hmm
Not go too in depth about it today.
No spoilers. Hopefully,
Yeah,
get people
yeah.
to watch it by. If you haven't seen it, like what are you doing with your life, really? Like, you know it's there in pop
Mhm.
culture. Finish it up. The finale. See, I don't. As I'm talking, I want to talk more about it, so I'll shut
So
up.
let's just move on to the next topic. Okay, all right.
I'll
Oh,
shut up.
so another thing that is just cool. So the people who really are in the know, who are really, like on top of things, they're actually here with the chat. The cool cats and kittens who just know what's happening at the moment.
Yeah.
Let's swing over and say hello. So of course we got Video Power Gaming.
Go.
We've got
Happy birthday, by the
Andrew.
way.
It's
Yeah,
VPG's birthday.
yeah. Happy
Okay,
birthday.
happy birthday, Video Power
Yes.
Gaming. We got Andrew of Andrew's Gatey's Toys. No vest today. He's shaking his head, but
Damn.
hey, it is what it is. We got Accomplish Everything Tube. What's up, brother man? And then E. McNeil has joined us. Fantastic
Hey.
afternoon, sir. Yeah. Let's see. Those are the main people who are around now, which is cool. Thanks for joining us. I know this is the first time we're going live on the Blurred Alert channel proper, right? So still working out the kinks. Usually Jay's in the driver's seat on GDL, but now we're kind of doing our own thing. So I'm figuring some things out. I'm growing. This is exciting, though, and I'm happy to be on this voyage with Brandon, and happy you're all along with us. So, okay.
Thank you, sir, for driving us into the beyond, the blurred beyond.
Absolutely. Okay. So I guess let's just get down to it.
Yeah.
Who do you want to go first? Do you want to go first? Do you want to kick us off with one of your choices?
You
Let me
know
know where
what?
you want to go.
I could. I think for me, one of the big blurred moments
Okay.
for me this
Mhm.
year was that Blade toy from So Figures.
Okay. Okay. All right. So let
Yeah,
me
only because
share
I
the
got such a man.
screen.
If we want to get deep into why I love Blade, we'll be here all day. It'll be a 2 hour plus podcast. But
Okay.
I love Blade. When the
Absolutely.
first movie came out, when did that first one come out? 99? I think it just I
Uh,
believe it did. Like it was like right
yeah.
around the Matrixy time. Oh man, look at that.
Let's see.
Look
I'm
at
gonna
that
blow it up a bit.
photography.
There we go. There we go. All right. That's a
Yeah.
good one. So that's a little dark, but this
And
guy
for
looks
man,
fantastic.
look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know it can't be said that it's Blade specifically, Vampire Hunter, but look
Mhm.
at how badass the silhouette is. The soft goods is just perfect.
It
And
really is.
come
It is.
on. Look at
Does
these
it
shots.
come with this? Is this stand included,
I
or is
don't
this just
I
something that the
don't think
photographer
so.
included?
I think the photographer put that in there. It'd
Okay.
be
Okay.
badass if it does come with that,
Yeah.
but, I mean, everything about it just strikes me for, like, Blade 1 and 2. So this is, like, the perfect figure that kinda encapsulates both of those movies, because there's a little bit of both in there, like, those guns are from part 2 for sure. That
Yeah.
vest is a little bit of a new addition,
There we
but
go.
that's straight up Wesley Snipes' Blade, man. You
That
can't
really is.
can't go wrong. He's the only Blade we're gonna get, let's be honest.
It's only ever
He's
gonna
the only
be.
one that matters.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
But, yeah, I just love this damn figure. When I first saw it, I was like, "Just take my money." I was throwing money at the screen.
I really, really like this figure. Appreciating Blade for
Mm.
what it is. I know we previously referenced that Meteor Man is actually the first
Ah,
black-led
yes.
Marvel comic superhero.
Yeah.
However, if I'm not mistaken, Meteor Man as a creation of Robert Townsend, like the
Mhm.
movie preceded the comic book. Right.
Yeah,
It's so because the movie preceded the comic book, this is the first one where the comic book clearly preceded the movie.
yeah.
So, pre MCU, Wesley Snipes really brought some shine to the Marvel Cinematic Universe with the three installments. Even though I do love kind of the story behind Blade 3 and how annoyed he was, rightfully so,
Mhm.
to the point to where he didn't even open his eyes when he was on the table, right? Where they
No,
had the
they had to
CG.
digitally do it? Like, how against the movie are you? Like, "I'm not gonna open my eyes. I'm just gonna lay on the" It's like, bro, you don't even have to be there at all. They're gonna open your eye. Get out of here.
It's
Stop.
just celebrities, they're just like us, they're people too. They can easily get frustrated, and again, wherever you fall, I mean, I can kinda understand his frustration. He felt like they were sort of handing off the franchise, bringing in,
Mhm.
Ryan Reynolds and Jessica Biel, and
Right.
yeah, I mean, I understand why he would feel some type of way about it.
Yeah, I think they were trying to do, like, a Night Stalkers spinoff after Blade 3 and weren't gonna have him in it or something like that.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
yeah, there's, like, a clip, like, a famous clip of Patton Oswalt talking about how high Wesley Snipes was on set of Blade 3, and it's
Ooh,
like,
okay.
"Ooh." Yeah, yeah, look it up. It's actually pretty funny. But to me, in my heart, Blade is the shit. Like, I love the character. It's been crazy how modern Marvel can't bring a modern Blade to the big screen. Like, they have
Really is wild.
Marshall
Yeah.
Ali
Mhm.
already cast, like, he was cast, what, 2019 or something like that, and we still haven't seen anything,
It's been a
not a thing.
while. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Did
he
he
could
show up in the end credit scene after the Eternals?
no,
No,
not
okay,
to my
alright, so we
knowledge,
haven't
no,
actually
not at all.
seen him on the screen. I know
Uh-uh.
there's been, like, some allusions where people were saying, "Okay, that end credit scene is going to tie into potentially Blade,"
I've
but
heard it, yeah,
okay.
with some weird artifact or something like that, but they haven't done squat with that character, which is sad to me
Yeah.
because even in the comic books, his healing factor rivals Wolverine. Like, literally, like, you
Mhm.
could chop this dude to pieces, and he's bringing it all back, and then to have him on the side of the Avengers or Dark Avengers I play him in video games. I think what was it? Was it Midnight Suns? I think it was.
Yeah, I haven't played
Blade
that game,
Blade?
but
Yeah, I
I've seen
mean,
clips, yeah.
Blade's a badass, man. Ugh, it pains me that they don't do anything with Blade, but they're doing cool figures, which I'm like, all right, let's get some Blade stuff on the shelf.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so, I mean, E. McNeil here may have to backtrack for this one. I mean, this one is great,
Mm,
and I know I'm always one that's real mindful about, okay, what am I going to buy? Like, what do I get? And then how far into this line do you really get? But
yeah,
honestly, with Blade, I mean,
you
he
just
can
need one.
definitely be a one-off character. Sure,
Mhm,
you can pose him along with some other vampires as they release. You can even have him going like multiversal of all
yeah,
sorts of like different medieval displays. But Blade is just a cool character that if you just get him and you want to give him a place of honor in your collection on your shelves,
yeah.
he's single figure, just one and done. Absolutely.
And let's shout out the diorama piece. I see it right there on screen. 1/6 Sanctuary, I
Hmm.
guess, built that piece. So that's a
Okay.
badass
All right.
piece, man.
Cool.
That is
Cool.
really cool.
Yeah.
Really
Absolutely.
pops.
And
So
then
yeah,
hold
that's
on.
my number one. Oh, you own what one?
That's
What is
VPG is saying he's got Blade One on DVD from like 2000.
who
Okay.
doesn't? Who doesn't? I think I know exactly the one. It's like a cardboard clamshell, early 2000s. Remember when they used to put it just on like cardboard and just
And
had the
then
disc,
there's a little flip on the
little
end, or
flippy.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we all got that one.
Absolutely, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then accomplished everything, saying that it still holds up. Introduced his teenage daughter to the first Blade movie, and the
Mm.
next day she told me she finished all three. So that's cool.
Oh,
You got to
nice.
pass along the nerdiness. I
Yes.
love it. I love to hear it. So
Yes, sir.
fantastic. Okay, all right. So let me. I'm gonna stop sharing the screen, and then so I guess we're on to me. And I'm trying
Mhm.
to think of where I want to kick it off. What do I want to talk about first? I think I have an idea. Yeah, let's talk about it. So my first pick for just general blurred moments from 2025. Have you watched the show Severance at all, Brandon?
You're gonna have to school me. You're
Okay,
gonna have
okay,
to
all right.
school me.
That's cool.
This is a show that you're into
This is a
that
show
I've
that
not
I'm
fallen
very
into.
into. Okay,
So
all
tell
right.
me why some schmo off the street, me, I'm just walking down the street,
Hmm.
and you say, hey, watch this show. Tell me why. Why should I watch it?
Okay, all right. So one, just knowing your interest and how much you did love Stranger Things and trying to see,
Mhm.
okay, what questions are going to be answered. Severance is one of those shows that is just so well written. Apple TV honestly has a lot of good, just streaming service originals.
Mhm.
And I don't want to talk too much or go into too much detail about the plot.
Okay.
Um, but how do I describe it? So
Elevator pitch me.
elevator pitch.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All
Real
right.
quick. I'm about
So,
to jump off.
one thing that you can appreciate as a blurred is kind of in different corporate settings, sometimes we need to code switch, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
so Severance actually takes it to a another level, and they explore the difference of what if you really could mentally separate your work life from your home life, right? So they're
Hmm.
pushing for work life balance, but there's no memory between the two of them. So, what sort of things might take place in the workplace that you're not bringing home? And how would your work life outside of things potentially affect your workplace reality, even though they're two completely different personalities that cannot
Okay.
talk to one another? It's a really interesting concept that you definitely should check out. But one of the things I really enjoy, one of the characters that I really enjoy and really appreciate how Ben Stiller and his writing team have approached is Milchek.
Okay.
Milchek is he is a character. He is a black man working at this organization, Lumen. There's lots of mystery behind the scenes, but he's very much seeking to ascend the corporate ladder. And they're actually exploring the dynamics of race relations within Lumen with this particular character. So I don't want to go too deep into detail, but I will give you two quick clips from
Okay.
season 2 that I feel like might hook you, that I feel like I couldn't choose between either of the clips from season 2,
Mm.
but It is amazing. It is an amazing show, and if you haven't started watching it, you just finished Stranger Things 5, there is a
Yep.
void. Check out Severance.
Okay.
So let me see if I can pull up. I want to pull up this first one, and let me see if I add to stage. And then I don't know if I'm sharing sound too. Let me see. Let me stop the screen.
Well, you kinda got me when you said Ben Stiller was behind it, 'cause,
Yes.
like, usually I like anything that he's, a part of. Man, like, I just got done not even that long ago rewatching, what was it, Cable Guy?
Mhm.
And didn't he
Oh, that's
direct
great.
or wrote that one, I think? And then Tropic Thunder still is, like, an all-time
Great stuff. Ben Stiller does
classic,
amazing
bro.
work.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Okay. All right. So let me see. Play a sound. Let me know if you can hear it.
Okay.
Let me see. Because it's
'Cause
hard
this
for
would
me
be
to
all
tell.
for nothing. You gave me all this soft
I give you all
serve,
that build up,
you
right?
all this buildup,
Yeah. And then it's
and
like,
this
oh,
audio's
I,
just like,
I can't
"Oh,
hear
oh,
anything.
wow."
So some screens share audio checks box in the next window. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. All right. Perfect. Got it. So okay. So this is saying also share audio. See, we're just working at the kinks. I appreciate everyone's patience. Okay. All right. So here we go. Gonna add this to stage. Let me see if I can make this full screen just for our viewing pleasure. And then let me play it. And then I don't want to talk over it. I just want to let the scene speak for itself. It's a quick 2-minute clip for one of these, but
Okay. I'm getting no audio.
you're not. Okay. All right.
No.
Okay. All right. Let me see. Why is it not sharing? Okay. I'm going to stop sharing. Remove. Stop screen. Then let me try it one more time. Oh, probably should have checked it beforehand. All right. Follow
All
these
good.
steps to share video with audio. Okay. All right. So now I'm looking, share screen, present your entire screen. Hold on. Sorry. I'm walking through these things. Chrome tab. Okay. All right. Let me try that. Chrome tab instead of just sharing the different things. Okay. All right. Perfect. Share screen, Chrome tab, and then we'll do this one. Also share audio. And then, yeah, let me see if I can mute. All
Okay.
right, so I'm going on mute, and then we'll see if it plays. Let me know. Give me a.
Okay.
I have followed protocol, Mr. Drummond. But I thank you for your remonstration.
A needlessly complex word for a simple idea. Apologize for the word.
Sir,
Apologize for the word.
I apologize.
Shorter.
I'm sorry.
Again.
Mr. Drummond,
Again.
devour feculence. It means eat shit, Mr. Drummond.
What did you just say to me?
I am manager of the severed floor, which means two things. First, I am owed a measure of respect, even by my superiors. Second, and more obvious, that said floor comprises the whole of my jurisdiction. To put that monosyllabically, it's not my fault what Mark Scout does when he is not at work. It's yours.
Damn.
So really intense
Hey, I think
scene
you kind of got me now. Now I
that
gotta see what this is all about.
when it happened, like as somebody who has worked in just different professional settings, who
Mhm.
has literally been called into the office when I first joined an executive team and told by my manager, by my director, okay, Quip, I don't know if you understand how shiny you are, how good you are at your job, and about how you're very by the book, I's dotted, T's crossed, and how that's intimidating to your peers on the executive team. So you might want to dumb it down, right?
Mhm.
That has been my experience versus me being the newest person on the team and them saying, hey, this is a great example, he's doing great things, we need to look for more of this in hiring. It was a dumb it down a bit. So
Mhm.
here where he's telling them, use smaller words, and then even Milchek going back at him with the to put it monosyllabically, right?
Yeah,
That
I
to
love
me,
that
it
part.
just healed something in me
Yeah.
and my in my blurty experience professionally, that it was just awesome. So again, super intense scene. Don't want to actually, I think we'll just stick with that
You only
particular.
got you had 2 clips,
I
but you're
do
gonna
have a
keep it
second
to
clip.
1. Okay.
Okay, all right, okay. I
Well,
can pull up a
here's the
second.
thing. Here's the thing. Can you
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
me, because this actor looks kind of familiar. Do you know,
Mhm.
like, who and
Let me see.
what
So
kind
I
of things
know
maybe we've
the
seen him in?
last name. I know his name is Tremel Tillman.
Okay.
And so he actually won the Pan African Film and Arts Festival
Oh,
Rising Star Award and the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Drama Series for his portrayal of Seth Milchek in Severance. So, I mean,
okay.
we're talking, this is an award winning performance
Right.
that if you have not seen it, you absolutely will appreciate it. And I think I'm going to stick with this scene only from the
Okay.
perspective of when you do start to watch it, there are two other key scenes
Mhm.
where my buddies and I will say things like, "Don't let the smooth taste fool you," right? Where
Mm,
he's like, "All right, don't be fooled. Like I am still black," and so I don't want to ruin those scenes for
okay,
you
don't
right
ruin
now.
it for me.
No,
But
that is
I
part of
I
the
like what I
fun.
see, and I love one thing. I love a guy with a strong stash, and he's got a strong
It is a
mustache.
glorious mustache. It is glorious, and he's got the fro, and it just
Yep,
the look works for him. I
it
don't think
works.
everybody can pull it off.
No,
I've never been able to grow a full mustache.
I got little bit of absolutely nothing compared to that man.
Yeah, like when I try and grow a beard out, it's like I call it chin nonsense.
Mm,
And then when I try and grow the mustache, it's like it just looks like dirt on my upper lip. It is not good. It's not. It's not.
we need whatever he's having in his diet just to grow. That should be our, like, November goal or, like, October goals, just grow really thick. Oh, man, if I could pull it off, I would.
That would be amazing. Okay. All right. So
Good number, yeah, the good pick. I'm intrigued. I actually would watch this show.
you've got to. Hey,
Yeah.
I've made another fan. Oh, well, at least I've attracted somebody else to maybe
You
check it
got
out.
me,
So
you
yeah,
got me.
go check out Severance. It is really good.
Alright.
Um, and then Black
Yes.
Dynamite level stash.
Yes,
Absolutely
sir.
accomplish
Yes,
everything.
sir.
It really is. And as VPG said, like one of the key components of Milchek as a character is he has a superb vocabulary. Just it is off the charts. As somebody who is a word nerd,
Mhm.
um, yeah, I just appreciate it. I respect it. So
Love
cool.
it.
Okay. All right. So next up,
Okay,
your pick. So
I got
pick two,
another
pick two.
one.
All right. What do you got?
Alright. Another blurred moment. For
Okay.
me, another it's TV related as well. I dug the hell out of Alien Earth, and specifically the character of Morrow.
Okay.
Morrow was a synthetic. No, I think he was cyborg. He had
It was
like a
Cyborg, yeah, because he was
cybernetic
beefing.
arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was beefing with one of the synths
Yeah.
on that planet, and it was such a good back and forth between, what was the actor's name?
Timothy
Oliphant.
Oliphant?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. And just the whole show. I'm a big sci-fi nerd, so when Aliens became a TV show, I was like, they've been kind of screwing up my Aliens franchise for a little bit, except for like Alien Romulus was pretty good. I have my own gripes about it,
Mhm.
but it was going in the right direction. And then seeing the trailer and seeing the actual show just blew me away. It was amazing, and they're on to season 2, I think. So if you haven't checked it out, highly recommend it. And one of the recommendations is to check out the performances coming out of this man Morrow. Forgot the actor's name. I'll look it up.
Yeah, I'm looking it
But
up. I think it's Babu Sise. Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the cool things too, like even as I pull this up before I play the clip, is just how much he like fits the aesthetic. There's a
Mhm.
little bit of resemblance to Yaphet Kotto
Yaphet Kotto, yeah, from Alien.
from Alien, and so there's already that familiarity. And one of the cool things about Earth is it really does pull you back into kind of the aesthetic of the movie Alien from 1979, right?
Yeah.
I think they did a really good job with that. Right on the heels of Earth came out after Romulus, right?
In the timeline, I do believe.
Okay, I didn't know when they
Yeah,
actually
in the
debuted.
timeline.
Sorry.
But no. The Romulus came first, then
And
Alien
then
Earth
Alien Earth. That's what I
was
thought.
the TV
Okay.
show after.
So
But
I
yeah,
like
like you're
I like where they're at with the franchise, as you mentioned,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
You have Alien, then you have Aliens, which is a different vibe, right?
Mhm.
Alien 3, which we don't talk about. Uh,
I'll talk about it. It's there.
it's there. And then what do we got? Alien Resurrection. Then you get back into okay, we're doing a little bit of the prequels with
Mhm.
Prometheus and
Oh, you're skipping one. You're skipping at least 2 because they had
After
crossover.
Resurrection. Okay,
No,
go
no,
ahead.
no, they had Aliens,
Okay. Alien
v
versus Predator.
Predator,
Okay, okay.
and then
That's
Alien
fair.
v Predator Requiem. Oh my god. They're so bad. I'm glad you forgot, and I'm sorry I brought them back to your knowledge because
Mhm.
they're horrible movies, man. Except I mean, Alien v Predator, guilty pleasure, rainy day afternoon. You put that on, it's alright. It's
Okay,
okay.
okay.
Uh, but that other one, uh, what was it?
I haven't
The
seen Requiem. I haven't.
Don't watch it.
Okay.
It's almost unwatchable because for whatever reason, I don't even know why. It's so dark that you can't see the aliens, you can't see the predator, you can't see much of anything that's worth seeing, and then the rest of it's just garbage.
Okay.
And and then from there you do get the Prometheus, what was it, Alien Covenant, and am I missing one? Did they have another one in there? I don't think they had another
Prometheus,
one.
Alien Covenant, and then does it go wrong? I feel like there might be a third one. Anyways,
I almost feel like there's something,
let's
but I
watch
think
this clip from
yeah,
Earth,
let's check
right?
it out.
For if anybody who hasn't seen it, they definitely should check it out. But this is definitely again just another moment in blurreddom from
Oh yeah.
2025. So let me pull it up, and then play. There we go.
Tell me what?
What is a machine, not a machine?
What is a machine, not a machine?
Let him go. He has a gun. I can see that.
You're on my ship.
This ship, to be clear, is an object, not a location. It's a ball that got hit over the fence into the neighbor's yard. I'm the neighbor, so the ship belongs to me now.
You're a prodigy?
I work for Prodigy.
I don't talk to errand boys.
And which country are you king of again?
Are you the parent?
Excuse me?
These synths, they think they have parents. Are you the parent?
We're not here to talk about what I am, Mr. Morrow. I read the manifest. Chief of Security, sole survivor, cyborg. Lost a lot of friends, did you?
I don't have friends.
Everybody needs friends.
She won't let you have them. What's on this ship? She spent billions, people's lives. They belong to her.
If you're not careful, you're gonna belong to them.
sick.
That
Yeah.
is intense. I don't know if has everybody. Let me see. Okay, so accomplished everything. I don't know. I have seen it. I have
Mhm.
enjoyed it. I think I agree. I share your fandom of Alien. Maybe not to the degree that you do, because I forgot some of the other
No,
less favorable installments. But as a whole, I enjoyed watching it. I
yeah.
enjoyed learning a little more. They're pretty good about expanding the lore here and there, with respect to what is it? What's the company again? Is it Wayland
Yeah, Wayland.
Yutani? Wayland
Yeah.
Yutani. That's what I was trying to think. And them exploring even that alliance between those two, because this is yeah, it's very interesting for anybody who hasn't checked it out. Just go check it out. Okay. All righty.
And look for season 2. I'm curious to see where they go after that finale. And yeah, I appreciate that they went practical effects with most of everything that was on screen, the alien included, and his prosthetic arm. There was like behind the scenes shots of him fitting that because they could easily have just CGI'd the hell out of the aliens or
Exactly.
the eggs or anything really, but they spent the money and it was well worth it. It looks great.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So E. McNeil said he just started it, couple episodes in. Good stuff.
Nice. Good.
Fantastic. Glad you're enjoying it. Okay, let me go to my list and see which one I want to talk about next. So I talked about Milchek. Um, let me see. Actually, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. I'm not actually going to do the clip because I don't know if there are any big ones. Let me see. Is there anybody who hasn't seen Stranger Things season 5, part 1? Part 1. We're going to go part 1. I don't want to go into the finale, even though there is a moment there that I really enjoyed, between Lucas and his boo thing. No spoilers, but
His boo thing.
his boo thing, Max, right?
Mhm.
That yeah, his ride or die. So hold on, let me see.
It almost
Some
feels like a month
people,
ago that it was out. So like
yeah. Oh, you're talking a month ago since the
part
finale
one.
dropped?
Yeah, so
Part
no,
one. I
since
mean,
part
it
one, right?
pretty much has been because it
Thanksgiving.
dropped on Thanksgiving. Yeah, so it's been about a month.
Yeah,
So that's why I'm comfortable talking about part 1, but I get it. Some people haven't had the opportunity. They may have
sure.
opted to spend time with loved ones on Christmas versus, and maybe their loved ones weren't as into Stranger Things as like our loved ones, right? So
Then you get
giving
new loved
people time to
ones.
catch up for part 2 and the finale.
Kick those people out of your house.
Kick those people.
Bring the right ones in.
But
I'm
let
kidding.
me see.
I'm kidding.
Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can at least find an image of it. From part 1. Somebody, if you've seen it, okay, all right. So,
Do we want to do a
boom.
spoiler alert before you drop?
Um, we can we can do a spoiler alert. Well, one, yeah, spoiler alert. We'll just warn people. Hey,
Yep.
let me see. Actually, I don't have a banner. I don't have a banner created. So let me see. Example banners. Create a banner. Spoiler alert. So for anybody who doesn't want to hear it, I'm gonna put this up,
Yep.
right? And then you can mute it or like scrub forward if you're on the rewatch crew. And then I'll just say real quick what one of my favorite moments from part 1 is. And I won't even pull up the image because if you're scrubbing, then somebody might accidentally see it. So we can just talk about it. All right. So scroll across the bottom ticker, add banner. Let me see. Okay. All right. So spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. All right. Season 5, Stranger Things Part 1. Wait, hold on. No, this wasn't part 2. Now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, so definitely spoiler alert. Okay, all right. So
Okay.
part 2, yes. Definitely spoiler alert for part 2. Sorry. I had a moment where it's been so long, it's all
Yeah.
blurring together. They probably should have just aired it all as one fell swoop anyways. But it's when Lucas was holding Max and they're running from the demodogs in the hospital, and he gets on the elevator and the dog's creeping up, coming at him full tilt, and he just boom Spartan kicks it.
Yes.
Why? Because the power of love. Don't come at me with the, oh, what's going on with his strength? How would he do that? He would have been bowled over and just attacked the soldiers. I get it, I get it, I get it. But Stranger Things being a period, an homage, like a period piece almost, if you will, right? How much did, I'm not going to go too much into this either. How much did the physics make sense in Terminator or Jaws, or
Mhm.
even when you start to talk survivability of the children in Goonies, right? This is what Stranger Things is alluding to.
Yeah.
It's not like you have to give it some space, just like when we would watch TV as a kid. Nobody got to the end of Goonies and said, oh my goodness, who died, who didn't die, why didn't they die? No, it was just, hey, the kids made it. Why? Because it's a kid movie, right?
Yeah.
Granted, we are adults, and as we are imbibing Stranger Things, everybody nowadays does come up with their own headcanon. And I'm going to advise that you all stop doing that and just enjoy the show for what it is.
That's true. That's good advice.
Just
That is.
appreciate what they give you. And then if you do want to have conversations, civil conversations where you are just discussing the merits and not just dumping all over something, then cool, let's have a civil conversation. I am not one that believes that Stranger Things is above reproach or criticism, but when you're just dumping on things for the sake of dumping on things, I think you need to just, pause for a second and say, what really is going on in your life that's got you so angry? It's not just this show. So let's just,
Good
these things
point.
are fun. Entertainment is fun. And let's keep it light. I will leave it at that. And then with that, we are
Yeah,
no longer at the spoiler alert.
but well, hold on.
Sorry, go ahead.
Let's
Okay. I'll hold it up because yeah,
hold it
let's
up
talk about it. Okay.
because I actually did, feel that just like what you said, like having that moment wash over you. Like I got Terminator 2 Judgment Day vibes. Like that track,
Yes.
just the way that it was tracked and like shot. I think the Duffer brothers really do know how to set up a scene to make it like heart pounding suspense. What's gonna happen? The demigod's coming down, just racing down toward that elevator. The elevator doors are about to close. It really gave me a lot of Terminator 2, which I love when he's about to bust through the elevator, then a shotgun blast to the face, and it's like wow, like I'm getting all this, but I'm also getting a Spartan kick to the enemy. Like I'm there for it. It's
It's
so
just
amazing.
square in the sternum. Just
Yeah,
it
it
caught you by
worked.
surprise. You're just like,
Yeah,
yo. And then again, I think general consensus, regardless of how people feel about the different chemistry with all the couples in Stranger Things, I think most people are rooting for, I think their couple name is Mucus, but Max and Luke.
mucus. Is that really what? Oh man, that's horrible.
It really is. But
Ah,
but as a couple, Lucas and Max are
yeah,
solid. And so
yeah.
I appreciate it. You just have homeboy standing up for his girl
For
and
love.
taking on a demo dog.
I
So
love it.
absolutely.
If you're
Okay, cool.
complaining about that, seriously, yeah, check your life. Something's going on.
All right. And so what do you got next for your
Oh,
blurred
for
moment
me.
of 2025 now that we
All
are
right.
beyond Stranger Things talk?
Yeah. And this should be no spoiler alert. Matter of fact, this was an awesome revisit to my childhood. Was the re-release of the original TMNT into theaters
Yes.
earlier into the year. I think it either June or July or something like that. Me and the wife went to our local Regal. They had the event going on there. We had to do it proper. We got pizza, of course, maybe some mozzarella sticks and popcorn, and we enjoyed the hell out of the original TMNT movie. And it just
Awesome.
brought me back to simpler times when I was a kid.
Absolutely.
But also just seeing my favorite boys on screen that big
Mhm.
with the best sound that you can get in theaters just makes me wish that there was a proper like new live action movie done properly like it was back in the day. The soundtrack's a banger. If anybody's ever picked up the original soundtrack, it's awesome. And just everything, dude. The suits, all the goofy moments that I
Mhm.
loved. It's a fast movie too, which I
It really
realized.
is. It's not that long.
It's
What's
not
runtime?
long at all, maybe 90 minutes, man. It's in
Yeah.
and out in a clip. All those standout moments too, like your first scene of like the shredder reveal, like that
Mhm.
tracking overhead shot, just gives me goosebumps every time I see it. And I just love the movie. Anybody who knows me knows I'm a turtle fanatic. I think you are too,
Mhm.
looking at your background back there.
Yep,
And
absolutely. Hold on, let
did
me
you yeah, did you get out to theaters to see it? Did you
Unfortunately, I was unable to get out to
mm,
theaters to see it. Ooh, hey, look, hold on. Sorry, a little distracted. I mean, I grabbed it, and I'll keep answering the question in a
no,
second.
go
But we
ahead.
got Nick Dillinger joining us. You're
Mhm.
and we got Gary, who I'm going to be on Geek Dad Live with a little later tonight. Glad you could
Ah,
swing by, brother man. Okay.
oh, yeah.
But no, I was unable to actually make it to see it in the theaters as much as I wanted to. I think we were traveling the
Mhm.
weekend, like I had originally bought tickets. But again, hey, prioritizing family time, going to see folks out of town. So unfortunately, was unable to see that in the theaters. But one of the things that I do like about
Mhm.
the re-releases. So again, big Turtles fan. I love that they're just like jumbo VHSs, but this is that four
Oh,
pack from NECA, the San Diego Comic Con exclusive.
so good.
Even as I've pared down my NECA Turtles collection to make space and to raise funds for the Mondo TMNT stuff, which is dropping.
Yeah,
Um,
they were
I just love these. There's something about the Henson suits, and even I love TMNT 3 as well.
Mhm.
Any fans of Geek Dead Life maybe even seen me go so far as to say TMNT 3 is my favorite of the three.
Favorite of the what?
I just
That's a hot
I
take.
that's a hot take. But I
Yeah,
love them all. So like it's honestly like if I say favorite, it's like that by that much, right? They're
okay.
all three of them are fantastic. I love them all. They've got different vibes. But
Mhm.
all in all, one of the things that I appreciate about this re-release that you mentioned. So one thing is it's the 35th anniversary of
Oh, yeah.
TMNT. Don't feel old. You're not old. You're experienced.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, thank you, thank you. I just
and
had a
then
birthday, thank you for for saying that,
there
thank you.
you go. There you go. But one of the things I really appreciate about just a straight up re-release is you can enjoy these movies on the big screen. So one of the
Yeah.
most recent re-releases that I've been able to take my daughter and nieces to see on the big screen was a couple years back. They re-released Back to the Future on the big screen, and I know they did it
Oh,
again this October. But
incredible.
there is something about seeing that on the big screen,
Yeah.
especially the big DeLorean reveal. Now, all of them had seen it beforehand, but they went with nerdy Uncle Quip to go see Back to the Future on the big screen, and they were excited about it. So that was fun. And then another thing that I'm excited to do. So Christmas present that I bought my wife this
Mhm.
year was Lord of the Rings extended edition being
Oh,
released in movie theaters coming like mid-January. I think there are two different showings that are like mid-January and late January. But the cool way that they're doing it is you watch Fellowship on Friday, then
mhm.
you watch Two Towers on Saturday, then you finish up with Return of the King on Sunday.
That's a good
And
run,
what
that's really cool.
what I did was I picked different theaters, so we're going on like an adventure, like a journey as we're
Yes.
watching Lord of the Rings, just like the Hobbits and the
Yeah,
party, the Fellowship. I call them the party from Stranger. I'm still Stranger Things minded. The Fellowship from
yes.
Lord of the Rings. We're going to different locations to watch Lord of the Rings, and I'm just excited about it. That was a stocking stuffer surprise for my
I
wife.
love
She's
that.
excited about it. She's a huge Lord of the Rings nerd, big fan of Tolkien, and my daughter's way into it. So the three of us are going to be going on a little unexpected journey ourselves. So that is,
Yes, oh, I'm
and I
geeking out
like it
just
more.
for you
Sorry,
on that one. No, no, I'm
sorry.
saying I'm blurting out just on that trek, like, I wanna see it on a it's something about seeing it in a theater grouped with other people
Yeah,
who are with their families, and they're reintroduced to this epic movie, like Lord of the Rings or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I saw a lot of
yes,
kids with
yeah,
people, who looked like, it's like, "Hey, I got my family here. You guys are in for a treat," and they were like going crazy at the screen too. And it's like, yeah, that's how you're supposed to kind of bring it into the next generation. And Lord of the Rings is now what, like a 20 plus old movie at
Yeah,
this point?
it's over 20 years, definitely.
Over
I think
20
that it
years,
might actually be the 20th
the 20th,
anniversary or something like that. Yeah, let me
right?
see. When did the first one come up? Yeah.
Because I still remember when I first saw all of those in theater. Like, it like blew my mind.
Yeah. Oh, they came out in so it's the 25th anniversary. Yeah, 2001 is when they dropped.
Wow.
And so, yeah, my wife missed them the first go around. I think so. The movie coming out in 2000 is what got her
Mhm.
interested, but she's got a rule. We have a rule in the Quitman household of if there is a
Okay.
movie based on a book, you will read the book before you go see the movie.
Good.
Um, and so we did that with Harry Potter, and Lord of the Rings, and The Hobbit. So we kind of do that, and that's
Nice.
something that my wife had self-imposed on herself way back in 2001 before I had ever met her. So she started really getting into and finishing the books before I think she said like Return of the King was just about to come out, but she hadn't seen the first two in theaters. So she's seen them all. We have the DVDs, we've got
Mhm.
the extended editions, but she just didn't get an opportunity to see them on the big screen.
Yeah.
So I mentioned it to her in passing. Hey, by the way, these are being re-released, and she was like, "Oh," she reminded me I'd never seen it before, and I was like, "Oh, okay, let's go ahead and take care of that."
Let's look at some showtimes.
Yeah, yeah. We are
What a
talking.
treat.
Okay, so E. McNeil. We'll definitely have to have E. McNeil on and to talk Tolkien if he loves
Yep.
the books and the movies. I mean, my wife, big Tolkien nerd, even going into the Silmarillion and just yeah, she knows her stuff, like all that
Nice.
background. She's big into it. So that's cool.
You know what
Um,
I loved about it's just because we're talking Lord of the Rings, but I have
yeah.
to put this even into perspective where what got me into toys actually started with special effects and
Oh,
watching
okay.
all the Lord of the Rings special features when they gave a damn about special features.
Yeah, that's
Real
true. Like, it's
it was like a 4 disc, right? Like the
yeah. Oh yeah.
for
Especially if it's the extended edition.
the
I
extended
want
one.
to. It's 4 disc minimum
Yeah,
for
minimum,
movie and special features.
because you get to learn how they made the costumes, the miniatures, the makeup effects on the orcs, like weapons, all of that, all of it. It is probably one of the best DVD special features experiences you can have with a movie. So you really get like a personal connection to like, hey, there's real craftsmen behind everything that you're seeing on screen, and you appreciate the movie more. It's like that's for probably the first time, or maybe the second time, I'm hearing about Weta Studios,
Oh, okay.
Weta
Yeah.
Workshop,
Mhm.
and then I just became a huge fan of all their effects since then. So like anything that they do, I usually think like, oh, okay, this is going to be a quality movie, even if it might suck. They still did the effects; it looks good, so it can't be bad, right? It's like
Yeah.
give or take. But
Exactly.
man, it just brings me back. I love those movies.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, and again, as E. McNeil just brought up, yeah, all the practical effects that they showcase,
Hmm.
just really cool. Just really great movies. Fun watching it. And again, any good Tolkien nerd, I'm sure E. McNeil has done it, particularly when you are watching for the first time, when Aragorn kicks the helmet and lets out his
Yep.
scream, and you have to pause the movie for anybody who you're introducing to it and explain to them how Viggo Mortensen really broke his toe,
Yes,
and
he
that
did.
was a real scream of pain, and it was so great that Peter Jackson used that in the film. So, yeah.
Use it. It's
Okay, but
great.
again, 1990 Ninja Turtles, great pick, especially given just how awesome that movie was and about how even though the Mondo turtles that
Mm.
you played a hand in sculpting, those are supposed to be after Secret of the Ooze, right?
Yeah. So this was like
Okay.
research and development field trip for me
There
and the
you go.
wife to
Absolutely. Was it
see like
did you finance it
textures.
to Mondo? Did you find
Ah, man,
you don't
damn.
have
It is
nope,
gonna be a
don't
tax
incriminate
write-off.
yourself.
It's
Don't
gonna be
even
a tax write-off. Those tickets are still in a folder, baby. But
That's
no,
awesome.
seeing what they did and then, like, applying those because, I mean, I was to be honest with you, the movie came out and I was already maybe 2, Mondo figures into the TMNT wave working on them. So this just kind of recharged the battery of why it's so important to pay attention to detail with what you're doing. Give the fans, more than they expect with these figures because I'm a fan myself. If I'm picking up these turtles, I want the little extra nuggets of detail on there that aren't on any other TMNT collectible, which there's many. You have
absolutely.
to do better than NECA, and that's a that's an uphill battle. So you really got to go above and beyond and appreciate what's been there before and where we're going in the future.
Absolutely. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go to my next pick. And even before we do go to my next pick, I will just say it again. I'll probably say it on every single stream that I'm on until I finally get them. I'm super excited for that Mondo Donnie and the Leo and to see Raph and to see Mikey. I'm excited about that whole line. So.
Shredder is no
That's right.
pushover
Shredder
either.
is coming too. Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. So let me stop this, and then I'm going to pull up. So my next big moment, which again is going to be a spoiler alert. Just warning people. It's not going to reveal. I don't know. It's so first, before I get into it, it's Peacemaker season 2, right?
Oh,
Peacemaker season 2. And did you watch Peacemaker season 2?
yeah, sure did.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, cool. So
Mhm.
you were watching it like you were watching it episode by episode, or had it all been dropped by the time you started watching it?
Watching it episode to episode. I even have a friend, Alex Klein. He was in the season finale of the show as
Oh wow,
one of the guards with
that's
John
awesome.
Cena in the same. Yeah, I know. I was like, because I was asking him beforehand. I was like, "Hey, what episode are you? Are you a background character like on one of these scenes? Am I just gonna have to get like my zoom lens in and see where you're at?" But he actually was like had speaking role with John Cena in the cell on the last episode. And so me and the wife, we did like the little was it that Leonardo DiCaprio meme where it's like, oh, like pointing at,
hey.
oh, yeah, hey. we did that for like that whole
That's awesome.
5 seconds. So it was great. Yeah.
Okay. So my blurred moment that was just awesome to see. And hold on, why isn't this saving? Okay. All right. Huh. Why isn't it? Let me see. Timer off. Okay. It's just not adding. Let me do this. Okay. All right. So, and this time I turned off the timer. At least I thought I turned off the timer because it kept dropping off last time. So, spoiler alert for Peacemaker season 2. Favorite moment is the big reveal. The big reveal, which as we were watching episode by episode, this was kind of funny to be a part of on Instagram too. If you were just watching different influencers, where some people were just saying, it's pretty interesting about how in this ideal world that Peacemaker is in, it's like where are all the black folks? Where are all the brown people? Like we're not. Seems pretty homogenous, so to speak. And I remember there were certain people like just on Instagram that were just like, no, you're being too sensitive. Of course, if you look for something, you're gonna find it, right?
Gonna find it. Yep. Yeah.
Only for the big reveal, which okay, all right. So let me pull it up, share screen. Just to be like so wild and such a great moment. Like James Gunn just did really phenomenal with this. So I'm gonna play the clip real quick. Let me add a stage. Okay, cool. So
wanna go for a walk?
No way.
Just around the block, John. Clear our heads. It's safer than in here.
I'm staying.
Fine. Suit yourself.
Oh, that's not trash.
Wake up! I'm black!
What?
I got her!
What the fuck?
Switch to TurboTax.
Yeah, that just that
Switch
moment.
to
So
TurboTax.
switch to TurboTax.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
where
was
she's
really
running to do her taxes. Um,
What's
just
crazy is
that.
I've experienced that kind of a moment. Not where there's like they're screaming it's a black or nothing
Yeah,
like that,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I've experienced the stare down,
Mhm.
drive by, circle back. Uh, sorry to interject in here, but I used to go fishing a lot with my cousins back in Illinois, and we would find like ponds or lakes to fish in on the weekends. And we found one like on the outskirts of a really, really small town, and that town was an actual like sundown town. And for anybody who
Oh,
knows,
yo,
sundown
okay.
towns is at a specific time. If you're a person of color in that town, you should not be there. Put it that way. All right. They still believe and still have a KKK. They're deep around these towns where it's like you wouldn't want to be caught dead or you will be dead in these towns, even if you're doing something harmless like fishing or just minding your own damn business. So
Yeah.
that look that that lady gave, I was like, ooh,
Mhm.
yeah, I've had that. I've had that exact moment because we got lost outside of one of these sundown towns. Fishing poles, gear, all sorts of stuff. We're looking for a car, couldn't find it. Sun was going down, and the fear was going up, and
That's
it
scary.
just it's scary, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, and then I'm pulling up just a moment because there's something that actually just leaped off the screen to me specifically as we were watching. Like as so again, not to this degree to where they
Mhm.
jump out and start
Yeah.
chasing you and everything. But I've had conversations with friends where they're like, "Oh, Quip, you're so what is it, congenial and just happy, and you're like smiling and everything, like when we're in just different neighborhoods that I might not be familiar with and they're familiar with them." And I go, "Oh, this isn't like naturally I would keep to myself, but I'm trying to make sure they're comfortable." So there's
Mhm.
even like, hold on real quick, I'm gonna pull it up. There's something that she does even before that woman gives her the stare down where she's just walking, and then she sees the car coming, and naturally she instinctively
Yeah,
waves. Exactly.
as
Where
you do.
you wave, you smile, hey, how's it going? You make small talk with people as you're walking, just so that you're trying to put them at ease, right?
Mhm.
Now, sometimes you get these looks back, but no, that is absolutely something that my wife, even now, like when we're in different scenarios, she's like, I never realized that you did that before, like we had that big conversation, and now I'm always like kind of like mindful when like you do it and you do see it. It's naturally something that I've picked up on. I don't know if you do something
Well,
similar.
here's what's so crazy about it is like it is kind of a code switch to
Mhm.
do it in a good neighborhood versus like you're in the middle of Chicago. You don't just, "Hey, hey,
And you're marked, right? Like
over here." It's like you don't do that in the city, which is like
finger guns,
it's so
no, you
weird.
don't do
Yeah,
finger
yeah.
guns in
Well,
the
you don't do that.
city.
You'll get shot. Stop playing with yourself.
Yeah.
But like it's so weird. You go to a nice neighborhood, you code switch out to be, "Hey, I'm not, hoodied up and going around the bushes, sneaking around and nothing like that. You're just minding your damn business and you're doing that extra gesture
Mhm.
to feel like welcomed or you're almost like what ambassador are you really? It's like, you're
Mhm.
waving at them like I don't know why, right? But in the
Yeah.
city, all of that is tucked away. You almost have to like be on your sharpness and like be really aware of any threat or anything in your bubble. And so you're never just waving or nothing like that unless you really know that person.
Yeah,
Unless
yeah.
like that's your
If you
cousin,
know
your
the
best
person,
friend,
then yeah.
that's a whole different scenario. But usually in the city, no. Blinders on, keep it moving. There ain't none of this. There's no
Never
Friend,
look lost in a major
hell
city
no,
either, because
not a
then
way.
again you make yourself a mark. It's like, nope, even if we're looking for something, we're still walking. Even it,
Mm,
we'll figure out if we're going the wrong direction.
Shit,
We'll about
I'm
face or
not
go around
asking.
the block, but you never just stop and kind of, huh, what
What?
is this
Oh,
guy? Because
hey,
then you're making yourself a mark. Exactly. No, it's
you wanna look as least friendly as possible in the picture because you might just get robbed. I don't know.
I mean, unless of course you come across somebody who was older, you pay your respects to your elders,
Sure,
right? I
sure,
mean, you
sure,
will
sure.
say, good
Yeah, I was
morning,
raised
ma'am, good
right, but
afternoon,
yeah,
sir, right? You're still you
mhm.
still have manners,
Yeah, have
but
manners.
yes.
Or what is it? What is it from? What was it? Not Dirty Dancing. It was the other Swayze movie, Roadhouse. Be nice. So you don't have to be nice. Be
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
Go.
like Nick Sure. Never be a Mark ass Larry.
Yeah, don't be
Exactly.
a Mark ass Larry, man. Come on.
And then E. McNeil, yeah, a moment of realness,
Hmm.
exactly. And then, hey, Mint card popping in. Oh, okay,
Nice.
all right. So you just finished up Allison's stream. That's Allison Troy, Retro Toy Princess, friend of the channel, and toy archivist for the Geek Dead Life channel. So Allison Troy's good
Amazing.
people. Go check out her channel. She's awesome. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. Cool. And then, accomplished everything. He was saying, yeah, that moment was great. Got spoiled for him a few days before he saw it and really wish it didn't, right? Because
Mm,
there is something to, I feel like we're far enough removed from it. That's something that I know at least Brandon and Sebastian and I have all talked about. As excited as we were to talk about the finale, we were like, okay, we want to talk about it, but we want to give people some space and some time to see
mhm,
it. So even though now, as we're walking through our review of 2025, there's a couple spoilers. I feel like a month is enough time to give people to catch up on something, especially something as hot as Stranger Things or
yeah.
Peacemaker. It's unfortunate when things get kind of spoiled in real time because life happens. You can't
Mhm,
always be glued to your television and catch the new episode as soon as it drops. So giving people a
mhm.
little bit of space, but glad you could still enjoy it, accomplish everything.
Yes.
But man, sometimes these nerdy, gotta know everything before it happens stuff, shaking my head. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the age we're in where people are just trying to break things. Like, so again, funny reference to Stranger Things. Melvalds don't serve milkshakes. Just, I don't. Oh, it's just funny to me.
Uh,
Just again, people creating their own head things, feeling
yeah.
like they've got the inside track. I'm gonna be the first person to say this. As somebody who has high pattern recognition skills, I've even had to mentally make a note, like I'll be watching something. There was something about the finale that my wife, because she wasn't too invested in it, but she did want to finish the saga of Stranger Things, she wasn't upset with me for pausing. Like I always ask, hey, can I share something I noticed with you, like while watching live action? And I called it. And then later on, when they had like they revealed something else about that particular moment, she was like, why? How do you pick up on these things? Like, that's
Yeah.
it's just dirty. But I never want to ruin it for somebody else just to prove, haha, look at me, look at my big brain, I can
Mhm.
recognize it. It's just fun to watch things and
It
let
is.
other people enjoy them. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, or E. McNeil, as he mentioned, you give the nod, head up if
Yeah.
it's somebody you
Oh,
know, head
the
down if
nod
it's
works.
somebody you don't know, but you're paying respects.
Yes,
Yep,
sir.
absolutely.
The
And then
nod is all you need. The
yeah,
nod is all you need.
nod's good in the hood. Like so, yeah,
Mhm.
in different areas in the hood, right? You're okay, or more urban areas, you're gonna nod. Just say,
Yeah.
acknowledge people's presence. Because another thing, you don't want to be rude,
Right.
but then you also don't want to be a mark either. And it's just something where you do kind of learn it, where it's like also another big thing is act like you belong there. Like
Yeah.
don't go in and
Don't
go,
be silly.
oh,
Don't be silly. All
don't be a
right.
goof. Just
Don't be a goof.
like,
And, and keep it moving. Keep it moving. But the head nod
exactly.
works.
Yeah.
And yes, the good call out. Be nice. Be nice,
Just be
please.
nice. Exactly.
Until you can't be nice anymore.
Yeah.
Then things have to happen.
Okay. All right. So
So that
what's
was
your next
yours.
moment?
That was yours. Okay, I got
That was
another
mine.
one.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm
All
looking at the
right.
list, cleaning things
This
up.
one I'm gonna bring up pains me because like the movie
Oh,
should have been tailor made for my enjoyment,
okay. Hmm.
but it was a dud. It was a dud to me, and that is Brave New World, Captain America, and in particular
Hmm.
Isaiah Bradley's
Yeah.
not seen suit that I guess got thrown on the cutting room floor. But I found this image and I was like, come on, man. We were there. Like, yeah, I don't appreciate the early 2000s X-Men 1 all black suit.
Mhm.
But it would have been something. I think what also pains me was that it didn't feel like Caps, like especially where we left off from Falcon and Winter
And the Winter Soldier.
Soldier
Yeah.
and went into this movie. This was more of a Red Hulk story
Mhm.
or just like a Hulk movie-ish thing going on than Captain
Yeah.
America. It just there was a lot of things that I just hated about the movie,
Mhm.
and this being like it should have been a big blurred moment for all blurs was just a dud. And then all the hype went to the Thunderbolts. Like everybody
Yep.
loved the Thunderbolts, and I'm
Mhm.
like over here like still the minority, man. Like I should have loved this movie. I liked Thunderbolts. It was fine, but
Yeah.
like I was all in for Captain America, seeing like where they could go. Anthony Mackie,
Yeah.
he's great, but it's like I don't even know he could have saved that movie at all.
Yeah, I am a huge like Cap is my favorite Avenger. Just
Nice.
hands down. Like standalone films. I feel like even liking his standalone films, the standalone films for Cap have always kind of like ushered in the next wave,
Mm.
right? You've got First Avenger, which was First Avenger right before Avengers?
Yes, it was
Yeah, it
because
was the
they had
last
that cut
standalone.
scene.
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
already had Thor and Iron
Mhm.
Man and Hulk, and then boom, first Avenger. So then that leads right into Avengers, the first
Yeah.
one. Then you have Winter Soldier,
Mhm.
which then does that bring us into Avengers 2? Does that lead into Avengers 2?
It does because he's
Okay.
still kinda traumatized about Bucky. I think Bucky's on ice at that point or something, and then or he's on the run, right? Because,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
right after Winter Soldier, it's like, "We can't find him. He's in the weeds, I don't know." And then Anthony Mackie and Cap are talking at the, mock gravestone of Nick Fury, right? And they're like,
Yeah.
"He's
Okay.
out. What are you gonna do next?" He's like, we're going after him." It's like, "All right, now I'm game." And then you get to Civil War,
Mhm.
which was just everything, man. It was just such a
Civil
comic book
War was
movie.
wild. It's almost unfair to count Civil War as a Cap movie
Mhm.
because it quite literally had like all of the Avengers. It showed the rift. It was the Civil War within the Avengers team, right?
You got Spidey,
And say that again.
and you got Spidey. Spidey was
You got
boop.
Spidey, absolutely. And then
Yeah,
even Winter Soldier, we got Black Panther, right?
yeah. Or
So
no, that was Civil War too.
was that Civil War?
Oh, yes.
No, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Civil
Sorry,
War.
sorry,
They
sorry.
they
It's
packed
been
that
so
movie
long.
with they packed that movie with so much
With
awesomeness.
Spider-Man
It
and Black
was
Panther.
yeah.
That
So
was
so on your ranking, where do you put, like as far if that is
mhm,
considered a Captain America movie, which it
mhm.
is, where does that rank? Like, where do you put your ranking?
Civil War?
Mm,
You're talking just in the Cap trilogy?
a
Or
as
well, not trilogy, but quadrology now, but
yeah, yeah. What is your number 1? I do have a number 1, and people would probably be surprised that it's not Civil War.
yeah, I really liked Winter Soldier. One, because that opening with
Yes,
him on the ship in
yep.
stealth mode, like that
Beating
was
ass.
awesome.
It was
Just
awesome
yeah,
because
wrecking folks, kicking them overboard, just wild
that
stuff.
switched to gear, that turned shit up to
Yes.
11 as far as, like, what I thought Cap could do, 1,
Mhm.
and then where you can actually tell these Marvel stories. Like, it was an espionage movie more than it was, like, superhero. It was a lot of
Yeah, it
you
felt
know
a lot like Jason
Yeah,
Bourne, Mission Impossible, and
mhm.
the fight choreography, I will say, like,
Amazing.
before they leaned too heavily into the, "Hey, it's a bunch of suits fighting each other. The fight choreography between Cap and Buck, some of the tightest, just coolest scenes, all in all throughout. So yeah, Winter Soldier would be my favorite, only because of the like Civil War is great and it gave us awesome characters, but it did feel like they added everybody to it, right? And it was almost like the opposite. So, and I think that's what's hard going back to Brave New World is Civil War. It seemed like, yes, push Cap. Hey, everybody's in here. And then we go to Brave New World. And I think it was twofold. One, you put Red Hulk up against a Cap that hasn't taken a super serum.
No,
like
sir.
even if we got a alternate timeline, or if MCU decided to give the mantle of Captain America to Bucky, he still has some form of the super soldier serum.
Yeah.
But you gave it to Falcon, well, formerly Falcon, now Captain America.
Yeah.
That he's going up against Red Hulk like that.
And for it to end so soft, you know, like he almost had the same Black Widow speech that she gave the Hulk, like, "Hey, the sun's getting low, you know, the wind is blowing outside." It's like, I don't need this shit.
You already showed us this with Black Widow and with Hulk. Yeah, exactly. It was kind of like
it was. Oof.
And
but
then like seeing the different clips of Isaiah Bradley, not knowing what was going on, but in the courtroom, I was like, oh yeah, especially coming off of them showing him, them revealing, a Black Captain America is going to be received a little differently, treated a little differently from the United States government. That's such a cool storyline that they could have and should have explored a little more, only for him to just get that one scene in the courtroom and then basically be behind bars for the majority of the movie. Right?
Because I have some friends who did not watch Falcon and Winter Soldier, so they went into this movie like not knowing who the hell he was and whatever his backstory, like kind of got that peppered into this movie, and it gave such a discredit toward the comics that have him featured, his real story that it should be told and shown on the big screen, which they just like circle around whatever reason. And then also they I know you and me go back and forth on black hair in movies and TV. They did my boy dirty.
Is that Anthony Mackie's lineup?
No. Isaiah Bradley's like after he was captured, there might be like some memes out there.
Oh, after he got captured. Okay, let me see if I can find it.
They have his hair just going all sorts.
Which, I mean, if he doesn't have his sponging curl and his cream, you know what I'm saying? Like, because here, I mean, his hair is almost like they all have a very similar fade to curly, sponge curl. But is that you specifically did it for this episode?
No, just for this episode, because I knew we were going to talk about it. I sponged it out.
Yeah, but I mean, if he didn't have his Cantu cream and his sponge,
I mean, sure,
it's gonna look some type of way. I mean,
I get it. But damn.
Let's see. Okay, so Gary was saying, all right, number 1, Winter Soldier, number 2, Civil War, number 3, First Avenger. There's something about First Avenger, though. I'm gonna say 1, Winter Soldier, 2, First Avenger, 3, Civil War. Yes, Civil War was great, but there's something. I still get choked up. Like I'm getting goosebumps right now just thinking about tiny Steve Rogers before he's given the super serum, where Tommy Lee Jones tosses the grenade and he dives on top of it. Just that moment showing that Captain America is more than just the serum, right? The serum accentuates who you are as a human being. And the fact that he literally jumped on top of a grenade and was constantly underestimated, but then still triumphed. I mean, that is my
blurdy. That's a blurdy moment. Like that, feeling as if you can't, I guess, get the flowers that you deserve, but you're willing to risk your life to get them, right? And that is Captain America to anybody out there that's like, oh, well, he's just red, white, and blue and whatever, some, milquetoast dude. Who gives a shit? No. His character is why he's a hero. And even...
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, even the moment, like, it's beautifully wrapped up even in Endgame where it's Thanos' army. There's a great shot of just Thanos' army coming right after a small... Captain America on a hill. He's gonna die on this hill.
Yep.
He will die for our everybody. And it's like and then that little crackle in his earpiece on your left,
Again,
dude. I
call
get
back to
choked
Winter
up.
Soldier.
I get
Is
choked up.
yeah,
I get choked up every time. Like the wife, she'll be shedding a tear. Will be like, "Man, it's beautiful." It's
I'm
epic.
not crying. You're crying.
You're not.
It's good.
But
No,
to
that
tie
is
that in, it's like you have these characters. You could have done so much better by them, especially if
mhm,
you have Anthony Mackie's Cap getting that shield passed down to him. And yeah, sure, the show did whatever it needed it to do, but on a big screen, I
mhm.
want to see better. I need to see better out of my characters like that.
Yeah, yeah. And then, man, just so great. And then even as we're talking, end game moments where he oh, the final moment where so they kind of cut back to the Age of Ultron where everybody's trying to pick up the hammer, and then
Hmm.
it's kind of like
Hmm.
that's just so many moments that involve Cap. Like when I think of moments in the MCU that I legitimately get choked up and like goosebumps over,
Hmm.
Cap is always involved. And
Yeah.
then it feels like when it came to Brave New World, they just didn't put the same love into putting together the movie and giving Anthony Mackie the opportunity to shine. And
Hmm.
like you said, too, even kind of on the heels of it, just putting out Thunderbolts, which kind of overshadowed it pretty
Yeah.
quickly.
Big time.
Just it could have been so much more because I really did enjoy the storyline that was explored for um Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and then
Yeah.
later
Same.
Captain America and the Winter Soldier. I really enjoyed the Disney Plus show, and it just didn't feel like they even put the same level of effort into the movie as they put into the Disney Plus show.
Well, I'll
So,
say I think, and rumor has it that there was a lot of rewrites with the movie, so maybe
mm.
we didn't see a good cut of it. Maybe we need to all Snyder cut this to get the
Felt
better
like
movie.
with the villains, because even the villain that they brought back, right? Not Brainiac. Brainiac is DC. The
Yeah, I
leader,
know
is it the leader?
the leader, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Even them bringing him back, right? Bringing back the actor whose name I'm forgetting right now. He was in
Right.
Holes. It escapes me. The main villains of Captain America Brave New World were Hulk villains. It was a
Yep.
Hulk movie that it felt like they shoehorned in Captain America. And what was it? As far as Brave New World, I think it was just a victim of we have to do this movie to tell other stories, right? I don't think
Yeah.
that's an unfair assessment.
Mhm.
Um,
But
yeah,
it's
Gary.
forgettable. It's almost
Yeah, it's
forgettable, like in the
it's
scheme
sad
of
how
things.
unforgettable it is because it had the potential and it still had great moments. Like I think the chemistry between Anthony Mackie and as Cap and the new Falcon, that
Mhm.
was really compelling. I love that aspect, but that aspect felt like it went with Captain America.
Yeah.
It's just the Hulk aspects didn't feel cohesive. Tim
Mhm.
Blake Nelson. Thank you, Nick Dillinger. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Tim
And
Blake
then Gary
Nelson.
was saying, once I get a Schumacher cut, I'll start rallying for the Brave New World
Okay.
cut.
I'm right
Okay,
there behind
fair
you. I
enough.
want a Schumacher
Fair
cut too.
enough. All right, all right.
So
Okay.
yeah, that's one on my list. Not because it made me feel a lot of joy, but it
Mhm.
hit me. It was a moment where I'm like, what the hell are we doing? And then it, like you said, it just came and then okay, move out of the way. Thunderbolts is here. Then Thunderbolts was like huge, amazing,
Yeah,
bam. And
yeah,
now we're back on track. Marvel's back. I heard a lot of people say that, and I'm like, where the hell are we going anyway? What is going on?
yeah. That's a whole other pod to really break down what is happening right now in this current phase. I even forget the number phase that we're on. Is it
Phase
phase four
five?
still? Is it
I
five?
don't
Okay,
know.
all right. I forget, but the whole derail, it goes all the way back to Kang the Conqueror. But again, that is
Yeah,
another conversation
damn, that's another blurred alert.
for another time
Another
that we can
episode.
go in on. Yeah, yeah. Because we're already an hour and 20 minutes into this one. So okay,
Yep.
all right. So that means let me see. So I've got let's see, I've got two more. Let's talk Sinners, right? So this kind of
Oh,
goes um with the Blade conversation we're having a little earlier, but lots of I anybody who hasn't seen Sinners, just go see it, right? If you haven't already seen it, it's an amazing movie from 2025. Fantastic work that Coogler and Michael B. Jordan. I mean, that pairing, when you talk about like you can't go wrong, just
Can't go wrong.
I'm excited anytime Coogler is involved with anything. And then I'm also a Michael B. Jordan fan who, again, he is a blurred as well.
Yeah, he is.
Just really cool, really cool. But just thoroughly enjoyed Sinners. And the aspect of Sinners that I enjoyed the most, or as I was watching it, as far as like feeling in, right? So you got TMNT Maniac, Sinners is excellent, weird and original, perfect movie, right? As I was watching it, I was feeling in with Preacher Boy, right? Just from the perspective of we've all got cousins in New York, right? I think we talked about this a little bit, Brandon. So
Yes, sir.
being the nerdy one and then getting to hang out with your cousins in New York, which is part of why I even enjoyed the characterization of the Ninja Turtles and Mutant Mayhem, because they felt like those are our cousins, right? They're very, hey, let me get the bacon, egg, and cheese. Hey, yo, don't forget the Bev, right? I felt it. And then Preacher Boy hanging out with his cousins, though, right?
Yeah.
The Smokestack twins of they're the ones who really have the juice. They're the cool ones, and you just get a little bit like you get the rub from just hanging out with them.
Yeah.
Like that's where watching Sinners, I really felt in with that. And then even to the point to where your cousins who might not be as polished or as nerdy as you, they're going to give you guff. They're going to call you out on being a dork, on being a nerd, but nobody else better say anything to them. Hey, that's my cuz. Like, just, leave them be. Otherwise, they're coming for you. Like, that's what I enjoyed most about just watching Sinners. That whole component of, everybody was after him, right? Everybody, like all the vampires were effectively after Preacher Boy, but the cousins were going to defend him to the death, right? Not to give away too much, but they basically were putting him on, making sure they were putting him front, performing in the juke joint. Just I really enjoyed it. And then the big twist where I had that surprise ruined for me. Like I had only seen I had seen the trailer and I had seen the movie posters, and they were really good about hiding the vampire component. So you just felt like, okay, it's a
You didn't feel that it was a vamp. You didn't hear any of it being.
No. Well, I did hear it. I heard it like 2 days before we went to go see it, like in the theater,
okay.
right? And I think were we talking? I forget if it was set up just kind of behind the scenes, BA crew conversation, or if this was part of the previous stream. But we were talking about like going to the movies and then people being on their phones and like kind of interrupting things. It had been a while before my wife and I had like gone out on a date, and we went to go see Sinners as a date, right? I just took the day off. Wifey took the day off from work. Baby girl was in school, so we're like, hey, let's just go on this date. It's gonna be fun. And just that whole experience, like it was spoiled for me, but my wife had no idea. So in order to like kind of getting the joy from her, like what, like with that big twist, that was really fun. And that again was just one of the best dates that we had gone on in 2025 as well. So I think that also ties that movie. And then just all the coolness, even some of the conversations going into the deal of the business savvy of Ryan Coogler, how the rights are going to default to him. Just really cool, original, awesome things happening around that movie. But Brandon, what was your experience in 2025 with Sinners as a movie?
Oh man. First of all, I had date night with my wife as well with this movie.
Okay.
We went out, I think it was open night. It had been like a 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock showing. And we were sat next to some of the best moviegoers.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay.
And it was like a group of aunties. And I'm not lying. One, like,
awesome. Yeah.
It was the best because they gave everything to the screen. Like, any little moment that was like uncomfortable, be like, anything that happened that they were freaking out about, they'd be like, no. And so the audio commentary along with the movie made that experience that much better. My wife still brings
Mhm.
it up. She was like, "If we could have just recorded them
Mhm.
enjoying this movie the way that they were enjoying it, and we could put it on like a DVD or whatever, just pop that audio when we're watching it at home, like it just brings us back. It's an amazing
Absolutely.
experience, especially in theater, and especially if you don't know what's coming next, which we didn't know. You
Yeah.
know, I knew that it was a horror movie, and I had heard rumblings that it's a vampire movie.
Okay.
Now, it does have some similarities to where it's like, oh, this is everything else going on around a vampire movie, kind of like From Dusk Till Dawn, which I love.
Mhm.
But this to me felt like old school house party, and
Yes.
then the house party went wrong, dead wrong,
Absolutely. Yeah.
and a lot of standouts. You got so many standout performances, but Delroy Lindo,
Ooh,
for
so
my money, bro, like
so good. Yes.
Unk never misses,
Yep.
and he's been in this game for such a long time. Like, his
Pause
performance.
for a second.
Okay.
Delroy Lindo is not Unk. He is an OG at this point. He has
Oh.
earned the mantle. We talk
Oh,
about
he's
respecting our
he's
elders. I feel like Unk
all
is like
respect.
35
Okay.
to
Okay.
45, but beyond that, the OG. Okay, all right. So, but continue,
Okay.
continue.
Oh, hey, Grandpappy all
OG,
day.
triple OG, OG.
He
Yeah, okay, yeah.
triple OG, yes, double OG, sir. Delroy Lindo is the man, and even this scene right here, when this
Yep.
start cooking in the theater, and the sound, like, we were in the Dolby theater, so it was like
Mhm.
the texture on this movie when you
Yeah.
start breaking it down and the different cultures start getting brought up, and visually you see this whole, it's a barred burner, so it's like that visual representation of our culture made big the way it was is probably the best scene in cinema, black cinema,
Mhm.
since what, for 20 years, I'd say. Is one of them.
Gotta say. I mean, we're talking. It's up there with Color Purple. I
Mm,
mean, as
Malcolm
far as
X. You get a
yeah.
lot of cinematic, like, experience
Yeah, I'm
of
not
one
trying
of
to
the
be
big ones.
disrespectful to any great. Like it's, right now, I'm blanking. Like I can't think of anything else within recent history that would have had the same sort of impact as a Sinners.
Mm,
It's and but just because it's not coming to my mind, hey, if there's something I'm forgetting, leave it in the chat. If you're part of the replay crew, put it in the comments. Let us know. Like what else? What is something else that is on par with Sinners that has happened within the last 20 years? Right?
yeah,
Black Panther was another
Black Panther was
moment,
another
but I don't
Coogler
know.
film.
Well, sorry, go ahead. And another Ryan Coogler film. That's
Yeah,
fair. Black Panther, I will say,
that was a
yeah,
moment.
just
That
seeing
was
the
a big moment.
depiction of Wakanda on the big screen, seeing Black Panther finally get its respect. No, that's a good call out, E. McNeil. But
Yeah,
again, you've got Ryan Coogler involved.
yeah.
So
I mean,
fantastic.
look at this shot right here. Like, these were old album covers brought to life that I knew
Mhm.
that, like, my parents had, and my relatives. You know, they, and like you said, that little dusting and that slice of life that, your nerdy cousin is now like hanging out with the older cousins. I was that way. I
Yeah.
hung out with my older cousins who were up to no good, and sometimes
Go
a
on the
little
cousin
bit,
walk, right?
you know,
Yeah.
and sometimes their seasoning rubbed off on nerdy glasses wearing me,
Yeah.
and I just felt that connection. And when things went bad, it was like, ah, man, this sucks. Your house party went to shit. There's
Yeah.
no Martin Lawrence DJ to help you out to rectify this. There's no Kid and Play
No.
to go home and call it a day. It was just it's a hell of a movie. Just a hell of a movie.
Absolutely. No, that's a great call out, especially with the references to House Party. Yeah. No, I've loved what Ryan Coogler has done. Hasn't missed yet. I know
Mhm.
Gary was even bringing up Fruitvale Station.
Yep.
That's one movie that is the one Coogler movie that I haven't seen yet, only
Mm,
because I
check
gotta
it
be
out.
in the right headspace.
Yeah.
Like I've got to make sure because I know the reality of the events of like what happened there and
Yes. Yeah.
how tragic that really was.
Mhm.
But I've heard nothing but acclaim for Fruitvale Station, so I definitely will. Wifey and I sit down, we'll watch it together. But all the other Coogler, like if Coogler's involved, I'm with it, and I'm just excited about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sinners definitely got to be up there, even though folks are throwing shade, right?
Yeah.
The different, was it a Variety article, and then but again, kind of shout out to, oh, it's a barn burner, right?
Barn running.
Shout out to Ben Stiller for even coming to the defense of Ryan Coogler, where he pointed out the hypocrisy in what headlines were doing when you talk about opening weekends and how much the actual budget was and what a success financially and critically Sinners was. I mean, anybody who's hating on it is just a hater, right? So
Yeah.
that's all it is. All right, brother man. What is your last pick? I think
My
we're on to
last
your last
pick.
pick, right? No, or
Yeah, yeah.
we're on to your
I
last pick.
went through 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is my 5. So
Okay. All right, cool.
my last one is It
Yeah.
Welcome to Derry. And in particular, I love the treatment of Dick Halloran, played by Chris Chalk in that series.
Okay.
But altogether, like they did a lot of things for like that period, bringing in different tales that worked within the Stephen King universe and the
Yeah.
It universe. Which me and the wife, we were like just watching this. If you guys can't handle clowns, racial tensions, and just murder of children, I don't know, but
It
I'm telling you, it's high up there on my list. It gave me stuff that I didn't know. I guess this kind of TV show could, and a little bit more. And it hit me in the chest.
okay. Yeah, I know we started it. Wifey and I started it.
Hmm.
That opening sequence, I told you, like,
Yep.
I couldn't hang. I need a slow burn. I need a build up for suspense, which is why
Yeah.
Stranger Things was honestly perfect for me
Hmm.
because I remember when my wife first started watching it, and my wife is a big horror fan, but
Hmm.
I'm not. And so when she starts watching it, I was just like, oh, nope, can't do it. Not interested. And she was like, no, this is more of a suspense. It's not like, crazy scary or anything. So then I
Right,
started
right,
watching.
right.
Okay, cool, bet. But as I just mentioned, my wife is a fan of horror movies. And after the opening sequence, she noped out of there. She's like, "Nope, can't do it." It goes
Damn.
0 to 100. I know I'm
It
gonna
does.
try and get back to it. I know you mentioned, hey, can we get back to it and give it a little more of a chance? Because I do like, I've heard some of the conversation, some of the dialogue around race relations at the time and how they
Hmm.
really do handle Black characters in a horror scenario really well.
Yeah.
There's great characterization there. So wanting to support positive blurred characterization, I want to go back and I want to buckle up. I'm just going to need to make sure I watch it in the daytime and
Yes.
then watch like My Little Pony or something before
Yeah.
bed just to make
Treat
sure I
yourself
wipe my
to.
mind off
Yeah,
the
yeah.
awful.
Definitely. There are some after viewing,
Okay.
like take a shower, you know, feed yourself some ice cream, come back to
Okay.
reality. Because
All right.
yeah, I mean that first episode is a punch, and even me and the wife, we were like, "Holy shit!" Like they're doing this because they wouldn't
Mhm.
do it on Stranger Things. They wouldn't just like off
Yeah.
people left and right, where you're just like, "Who's safe in this show?" But
So
that
I
was
haven't seen
also.
this clip. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, go ahead. No, no, no. Run this clip. But I'm
Okay.
saying this show for its performances, especially with Dick Halloran's character,
Mhm.
really, I almost want like a just Dick Halloran series. And for
Okay.
those not in the know, Dick Halloran is a character who has the shinning. If you get what I'm
Oh
saying.
yeah. 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 Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And The Shining is a Simpsons reference if anybody gets that. But The Shining, he's from The
Yeah.
Shining, and just that whole character in the show, you see like the birth of where he's going with his journey and with his powers, and it was great. Loved it.
So is this a spoiler alert for some people? It is a really short clip,
Hmm.
but
Super
for
short, but yeah, spoilers.
okay, all right. So again, spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. If you are currently watching it, Welcome to Derry, or if you are interested in watching it, and something, even seeing a 30-second clip could completely ruin it for you, you want to go in blind, then please
Hmm.
pause, skip ahead. I'll make sure to put timestamps even in the like at once this posts to the channel. I'll go through and make sure I can put
Cool.
timestamps for people to help avoid any spoiler alerts. But right now, we're about to kick it off. I'm going to play this clip. as Brandon's last blurred moment of 2025.
I got you. We're gonna get you a.
Hello, Vicky. What's the matter? Seeing things? Oh, I think they see you too. Where are the kids? Show me.
It's crazy.
Wow. Yikes. That is crazy.
Nightmare
Okay.
fuel.
So Gary is saying, hold on, I don't know. Okay, so he's saying be careful with the clip. So screen went black when I was talking about
Oh.
sinners. Oh,
it
okay.
did.
So are we back now? Hold on.
Is that-
Let me double check with Gary or chat. Let me know if we're actually back now. Let me see.
Oh crap.
Check some. Yeah, because it said something about maybe the scene from Sinners was too long. Yeah. Let me see.
So every
Okay, all right. So we are live now. Okay, all right. So
Oh,
Gary's
okay.
saying we're back. E. McNeil is saying we're back. Okay, all right, cool. Well, hey, we live and
Now we
learn.
know.
Maybe that clip
Now we
was too
know.
long, but we thoroughly enjoyed Sinners. It was fantastic. And
Mm-hmm.
yup, we're not gonna go too far into it. Man, there was a lot of build up to my final pick as well, which had a clip. Okay, so it went black for a bit, but you guys are back. Okay, all right. Wow. Okay, good to know. Hey, live and learn. We're not monetized yet, so I'm not expecting to get anything. We are just appreciating media. So okay, all right. But back to Welcome to Dairy. Good to know that we are live again. Okay.
Yes. Whew. Yeah. Now that kind of threw a little chill down my spine. You know.
Sorry. No, that moment though, that just. I am not a fan of clowns. I know, like, I'm okay with them now, but clowns was I definitely had, what is it? Is it chlorophobia or something?
Yeah, I forgot what the term.
Okay.
But hey, if you enjoy good writing and you just want to explore, like if you said your wife isn't a horror, like as far as the series goes in recent series, this one's up there. This one's really good.
Okay.
Just go down the rabbit hole with it. See what
Absolutely.
happens. I'm going down the Severance hole. Do me a favor so we could talk some conversations about dairy.
Absolutely. So I got to do it. You know, for nothing else, for the stream, right? We'll definitely have a conversation and probably do a whole episode breaking down Welcome to Dairy without having any sort of copyright violations.
Yes.
We'll be careful of that. But my final pick, hold on, I'll bring that down from it with card. Thanks again for the heads up, y'all, and thanks again for sticking around. Because I mean, when we go black, that kind of makes sense why Andrews was like, "Oop," I was like, "Huh, what's that about?" Well, now we know. My number one blurred pick or blurred moment from 2025 is from Superman 2025.
Oh, yes.
And it is Michael Holt, aka Mr. Terrific.
Wasn't he terrific?
Absolutely. Edie Gathegi.
Yeah.
I think that's how you pronounce his name. Did phenomenal. This depiction of Mr. Terrific, the apex blurred, if you will, right? Abilities, genius level intellect. He's a proficient scientist, engineer, physicist, invisibility to technology, a skilled athlete, and martial artist. I mean, Mr. Terrific is that dude, right?
Yeah.
First appearance was in Spectre, Volume 3 in June 1997. Character was created by John Ostrander and Tom Mandrake, right? I have my little notes. I was just so excited about this.
No, it's great.
But movie premiered July 11th, 2025 in the States. My daughter and I saw it opening weekend. Again, this is it's just the moment itself was fantastic. I'm talking about the beach scene with Lois Lane. That whole sequence of I want to share some of it. I won't play too much of it. I might even skip around just to make sure. I don't know if I'm dipping my toe. I'm scared to share the
You are
clips now.
you're dipping, man. You're dipping.
But
I don't
I
know.
mean, it was so great actually. Let me get
It was
to a
great. It
certain
was
part
awesome.
of it where so it's not just like playing the whole thing, but I loved it. Maybe we talk. So I've been trying to kind of let the clips breathe for themselves without
Mhm.
actually talking over it. But I do know I need to be mindful. Like I'm not just trying to play it right. We're trying to make sure we are providing transformative content with some of the stuff that we are
Yeah.
sharing. Just so that it doesn't come across. But yeah, because I know this is another Warner Brothers. They don't play, even though this person it's on wave clip, so I don't know how that works. But just the
I was just about to say the same to you.
he went with the force field. Then he jumps out the force field. He didn't need to
Mhm.
jump out the force field. He could have just stayed in there until they were out of ammo. But then he just decides to handle business. I mean,
This moment.
wrecking stuff. I'm trying to make sure I don't play it too straightforward. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. He's got a couple of dudes that he flipped over. It's also hilarious to me that he's going after the dudes that are in the suits, but also the scientists who are wearing like
The little
Hawaiian
Hawaiian
shirts and
shirts.
like
Yeah,
board
right?
shorts. Like it's
Yep.
hilarious to
Like,
me
everybody can get it.
that,
Everybody
and then
got it.
everybody keeps stepping up. Like even if say I am a scientist and I work for LexCorp, like if I'm watching these armored people go up against this metahuman, this
Mhm.
super, right? Well, technically, is Mr. Terrific metahuman? I don't know if he is or not.
No.
I need to build up my DC chops. Somebody with a
Yeah.
little more DC chops, let me know if Mr. Terrific
That
technically
is
qualifies as a meta.
right.
Or
Super
if
G.
he's kind of in the Batman realm of just super intellect and trained in martial arts that just makes him a force to be reckoned with.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, just wrecking dudes. If I'm working for LexCorp and I'm a scientist in board shorts and you've got Mr. Terrific wrecking people, right? I'm not I'm not coming after him. Right? I
No,
might
no.
just, hey
I'm
man,
I'm
you got it. You got it, Chief. Like I
I'm
don't
behind the tent. I am not being seen.
I
Shit,
am
I'm
not
out of
I'm
there.
not paid enough to go up against
No.
a superhero. I'm
To
not
get a
there's no way he's paying those people enough to go up against a superhero.
to get a T-ball in the chest, I'm out. You
East
ain't gonna
here
find me,
to the
man.
dome. No, thank you.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, Mr. Terrific is cooler than Batman. Yeah, Nick said it,
Said
and I
it.
have to agree. He's such a cool character. And
Yeah.
then E. McNeil, this scene was his intro to the character. Floored. This is
Oh,
how
man.
you introduce the world to a character, right? A Gary saying this scene blew my mind, saw it in theaters. I had a huge smile on my face
Yep.
throughout the whole sequence. The juxtaposition of the havoc Mr. Terrific is wreaking with the track of fun, fun, fun in the
Yep.
background. Just such a great moment. And how
Did you
nonchalant he was, right? He didn't talk a lot. Sorry, go ahead, Brandon. What were you
was that
saying?
was that a applaud break moment in your theater? Because it was for me when I saw it.
Mhm.
Like, people were actually like, "Oh, yeah,
Like
that's
cheering as it was
yeah,
going.
that's
Yes,
what you
the
need to do.
theater went
That's sick."
nuts when this was
Yeah.
happening. Again, James Gunn just providing us with just a beautiful blurred moment. This one
Mhm.
on the big screen, right? He
Yep.
also got kudos for that moment in Peacemaker 2,
Mhm.
right? But he was just, you know, what is it? Lil Wayne, Real G's move in silence like lasagna. I mean, he was cold, focused,
Super cool.
and like they were like, we're only gonna give you a last warning. And then even just the cold delivery of, yep, same to you, buddy. Like that sort of,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna say it again to y'all either. Like just
And
getting
and
to
and
work. I love this.
one
Yeah.
other note for this
Mhm.
is I'm glad that this Mr. Terrific is like a reasonable cosplay for us black nerds.
Yep. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what do you gotta do? You get your leather jackets, you get s look at the sneakers, man, like, he's fit,
Yeah.
like, just ready to go about town. Put that
I
little
loved the
tee,
outfits for the
boom.
Justice Gang just as a whole.
Yeah.
Like as far as like you said, attainable cosplay.
Oh,
With
yeah.
you gotta okay, link up with your Guy Gardner, link up with
Mhm.
your Hawk Girl, and there you go. You're Mr. Terrific.
Because
Just
like,
cool stuff.
being in a Superman suit was always, like, unobtainable for
Mhm.
me, you know what I mean? I might like Superman, I might like Batman, but I have to be cut, right? I have to be, like, in the
Yeah.
best shape. At least if I'm a little flabby on the sides, I just rock that jacket.
Just don't zip it. Just let it
Just don't
leave it
zip it.
open.
Let it breathe.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Let it breathe.
I'm going to town. But oh man, this performance was great. His
Absolutely.
ship was awesome. I think most of that too, like the cockpit was practically made, so it felt real
Mhm.
in that universe. Solid. Just everything he did in that movie wasn't there was no crumbs, put it that way.
Yeah.
Like he
Yes.
ate it up
He
and
ate
it was
and left no
perfect.
crumbs. There you go.
No crumbs.
There was one part that again that I just love that hold on, I'm trying to get to it. I didn't want to leave it up too long just in case, but I think it's right about here. Oh no. There's one part. Okay. And again you get to see Lois's perspective right here. I think it's about to come.
Nice.
Not that. What's he doing? That right there,
Yeah.
where he
Yeah.
just grabs the T-sphere and just nonchalant with it. So awesome. Like that
So good.
is where I lost my mind. Where again, the whole time your just mind's blown. But him grabbing the T-sphere and
Yeah.
like he could have walked around it. He could have even walked through it clearly, but he makes eye contact with Lois, like, yeah, you see what's up. Grabs the spear
Yeah.
and it flies over it. Just so rad.
Perfect.
So steezy, just fantastic moment for Blurred.
If
And
that
again, Apex
yeah.
Blurred. Like I feel like this is the top Blurred moment of all
Top
2020.
tier.
Yeah.
Top tier. If we don't make if somebody doesn't make like T spheres, little drone style, moving with them at a con, dressed as
Yes.
Mr. Something's wrong. Okay, something's really wrong.
Floating around
Yeah,
somehow. I mean,
floating.
people do some real creative stuff. I'm
I
excited to
know.
see more Mr. Terrific cosplay.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great moment, man. That's shit. That's I wish I had that on my list.
But even so, I mean, this is a collective list as we're just sharing, we're just having conversations. But
Mhm.
I know one of the great things about this scene, particularly for the actor, for I don't know if it's Edie or if it's Eddie Gaffigy, but he played Darwin.
Mhm.
Another character like in X-Men First Class that I was excited to see on
Yeah.
screen. This character that evolves, that quite literally can turn into any sort of material. His body adapts to any situation to preserve him so that he doesn't die. That's why the character's name is Darwin. It's very fitting with his mutant powers. And for them to kill him off in X-Men First Class, and for him to never really have this big on-screen moment, him depicting another superhero in the DC universe and James Gunn giving him this opportunity to shine as Mr. Terrific.
Mhm.
It feels like it healed that little heartache, that little wound that was
Yes.
still kind of
It's
in
still
the back of
raw.
our minds from
Mhm.
First Class for Blurs across
Yes.
the world, right? Of now this actor really is getting his flowers for just a great depiction of just a really cool character. And I'm excited to see more of, like you were saying,
Mhm.
is he going to get a spinoff? How else is he going to appear? Will it be a show? Will it be a movie? Just dope stuff. Okay, and we're back again. Okay, all right. So apparently we
Oh,
got. Did we get?
it got clipped
Wait,
again?
did we get clipped again? Hold on. I don't know if this text is from Gary early. Oh, it did black us out again. Okay, all right.
Oh, shoot.
Man,
Okay, we're
all
gonna have to be
right.
real careful with clips.
Yeah. Well, we will learn. I will
Yep.
be better about it. We
This
will.
is still episode 2, guys. We're
Yeah.
getting our footing,
Okay. All
we
right.
still got floaties on.
But the scene where, I guess the part where I got blacked out again is we were talking about Mr. Terrific flying over the
Mhm.
force field and just how cool that was. Um, and then how cool it was for the actor to also get redemption from him playing the role of Darwin in X-Men First Class. Don't know how far back it went. We'll definitely chop it up. I'll have to take a look at it afterwards.
Yeah.
But really thoroughly enjoyed Mr. Terrific and just this moment in 2025 for Blurs.
And
But
not only redemption from X-Men First Class
Mhm.
Darwin, but redemption for his appearance in those Twilight movies. Like I really think anybody. Same with Patterson. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
after those movies came out, I didn't want to see anything with him, and then him being cast as Batman I still was like, okay.
Mhm,
But I saw Good Times, and I think we talked about it the last pod.
mhm.
Good Times by the Stavi brothers or whatnot, and that changed my mind on the actor. I knew there was a good actor with this dude playing Mr. Terrific. It's just like you said, never was given a shot to really like shine, and this gave him so many moments to shine and like to be out front and to give blurs like me, blurs like you, hope that they're going to tell more stories with him in it. And I think maybe if you even if you plug him into, I know that they have like the Green Lantern TV show coming out,
Yeah.
and they have damn, I'm blanking on the name. Uh, shoot, I should know it. It's at the top of my head.
Aaron Pierre?
Is it Aaron Pierre, the Green
I
Lantern?
literally have to sing the song from the Jennifer Hudson show, the
Oh,
Aaron
oh, don't.
Pierre. That's Mufasa. It's
No,
like, yeah, Aaron Pierre.
let
Sorry.
me get his name right. Because he got cast as Green Lantern next to Hal Jordan.
Yeah, it's Aaron Pierre.
Is it? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So if they sprinkled Mr. Terrific and him together,
Mhm.
maybe we have another big cool moment in the DC verse. You know, like if we just have that going on, I'd love to see those two. I don't know, link up, man. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it would be cool to see them, to definitely see them link up. I'm excited to see the Justice Gang, I think is where they landed in the Superman movie, really expand and become the Justice League. Like you, I really enjoyed Robert Pattinson's Batman or the Batman. Excited. I think, are they doing another Robert Pattinson Batman movie? Is that something that I heard
I
recently or am I
heard
mistaken? Okay.
because I heard because they just cast Scarlett Johansson
Oh, okay. Okay.
in the second one, and rumor has it she's neither good or bad, which
Okay.
has me believe that maybe we have a retelling of Mask of the Phantasm, which would be
Interesting.
which would be
Okay.
dope as hell on the big screen.
Yeah. No, that would definitely be good. And then I'm trying to think. Yeah, because it wouldn't be because when you say good or bad, I always think Catwoman. Even though I mean
Yeah,
Catwoman's a
I'll go
villain,
for that.
but they have
Yeah,
her switch sides. But we've already had Catwoman with Zoe Kravitz. So
yeah, but she's not
okay.
going to be in this second one. But
Yeah.
back to John Stewart. John Stewart,
John
Green
Stewart. Okay.
Lantern, and Mr. Terrific together in
Mhm.
any scene. Just give it to me for 5 seconds, 5 minutes would be better. But that would make my blurred heart explode, mind blown. Like
Yeah.
I'd love to see it on small screen, big screen. Give it to me.
I'm really excited, as you mentioned, about the Lantern Corps. So things to come. Hey, round up in 2026. Maybe that makes it. I'm sure there'll be something within the Lantern Corps show that will just be mind blowing. I'm excited to see that.
Same.
Just because, as a kid, again, seeing something sort of Lantern to me always felt like it felt like Spider-Man for the Marvel universe, only from the perspective of Spider-Man, and the appeal of Spider-Man is it could be anybody underneath the mask, right?
Mm,
Even though with Lantern Corps, it was really just, what is your willpower, or depending on other color lanterns, like what attribute do you exhibit the most, whether it be hope or fear or whatever, right?
mhm.
But that anybody who exhibits that from any planet, anywhere intergalactically across the entire universe, well, yeah, across the entire universe. I was thinking universe or galaxy, sorry, could be a lantern. And the
Mm,
appeal of that to me, and then also seeing John Stewart as part of the Justice League cartoon growing up,
yeah.
just great representation. That really is why Green Lantern holds a special place in my heart. Didn't love the Ryan Reynolds movie, as a lot of people didn't,
Oh,
but I didn't hate the Ryan Reynolds movie either. I mean, I
yeah.
appreciated it for what it was,
Mm,
but really excited that again within the James Gunn universe of DC, that we're approaching, we're redoing, we're getting to see another interpretation of the Green Lanterns. And I do love that they are going with John Stewart and Hal Jordan, like
yeah.
together, almost like a buddy cop.
Buddy cop.
I'm getting like Lethal
Yeah.
Weapon vibes,
Oh
like with the
man, I
two
was
of them,
just about
right?
to drop the Lethal Weapon. Not right now. Yeah, if they do it right, they really, and I think they're doing a good job so far.
Mhm,
Like you have on your list Peacemaker, and
mhm.
like season 2 wrapped, and now you're gonna see even Supergirl that was teased. Superman, Brainiac's gonna be teased in the second movie, and so if they're really building out this universe the right way, we're gonna be some really entertained nerds, blurs, and then everybody in between
Yeah.
because they're really putting everything into it. You know.
Yeah. I'm really excited to see. I think right now, if they can maintain the momentum, it's the first time in a long time that I feel like the DC universe has got a little more juice than the Marvel universe as it
W-
stands.
Where
So
do you land? Are you more Marvel or
I
DC?
think
Where are
as
you at?
far as my fandom,
Mhm.
one, I think of the little girl. Let me pull up the little girl GIF and of why not both? Um,
Yeah, that's
uh,
true.
if I had to pick one versus the other, I would say that I naturally lean more Marvel.
Mm,
And that comes from just my fandom of the cards, of the X-Men and Spider-Man animated series. Like that's really what kind of um, made me love Marvel a little more and even learn and dig more into the character's background was just collecting those cards. I never had anything like that on the DC side of things. I like Justice League, love
mhm.
Batman the animated series.
Yes.
Um, and that's probably also part of why I'm excited about the DC. I guess they don't like. Do they like DCEU? I've heard different things where they don't
Uh,
like
I
that moniker.
I think it's DC
Entertainment universe. I
Universe
don't know.
or DC Movieverse. Hell, I don't
Okay.
know. I think they
Yeah.
got rid of the DCU
Oh,
with all
that
the
that moniker
Snyder
died
stuff.
with after they
Yeah,
pivoted into it.
yeah,
Okay.
after
All right.
Snyder was gone, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But I could be
So
wrong.
I'm excited to see more and to learn
Mhm,
more because I'm going in a little more blind. My knowledge on the DC side of things is definitely more lacking than my knowledge on the Marvel side of things.
yeah.
So I'm excited to explore this aspect of blurredom.
Yeah.
And it'll be fun. And it'll be fun to have an outlet to then talk about.
Talk about it, yeah. I
Yeah,
love it too. So give us more. Give us more
absolutely.
DC.
Okay. So I know we're just shy of the 2 hour mark, even including the little blackouts that we had.
Mhm.
Thank you all for kind of like hanging in there with us. But before we go, I want to give people the opportunity. Is there any moment that stood out to y'all that we may have missed from 2025
Yeah.
from a blurred perspective? You can leave it in the chat right now, or if you're playing back, feel free to even if you are here live, think about it a little more, come back, drop a comment on, no, this is really what stood out to me, or do you feel like Brandon and I did a pretty good job covering all the bases? I mean, there's lots of stuff out there. There's some honorable mentions that we had waiting in the wings.
Oh, yeah.
But as I anticipated, I mean, I know I'm a yapper.
Yeah.
Just
Me
going through 10
too.
of them. Yeah, so because we were both certified yappers, it's kind of like I feel like 10
Yeah.
is a good
That's
cutoff
good.
mark versus having a couple honorable mentions. So this has been fun having a chat and not really seeing anything coming in the chat. That's fine to leave it in the comments if you get the opportunity. But Brandon, tell the folks where they can find you, what other things you got going on in the meantime, between time, before we log
Well,
off.
cooking up new stuff in the new year. So really just follow me on Insta at brandon.gash. And you'll probably see some new stuff coming soon. I got a lot of irons in the fire. So, really, any given week, I'll probably have a drop on the Insta page of a new sculpt or something cool that came out. And I appreciate you guys just listening to Blurred Alert. This has been a great outlet with my buddy Quip and Sebastian. He'll be back after he gets well. Hopefully, we can do his top fives as well
Yeah.
and get into just the rest of the year, man. We got a lot you know, that we've discussed behind the scenes that we really want to get into, and I just can't wait.
Yeah, I'm really excited to get the ball rolling. That was another, you even mentioning that one, getting to work with you, Brandon, getting to work with Sebastian Gomez, two of my favorite people doing it in the toy business, like sculpting, getting out there and just creating stuff. It's just awesome. It's cool. Another, I guess, big blurred alert moment just for me. is even Jay inviting me to become part of the Geek Dad Live family and getting on there and streaming, and the different opportunities that have been presented to me since then, of really getting on this side of the screen as somebody who was formerly in the chats and dropping comments and following people, just getting to come on and talk toys with people. But that ultimately, Jay reaching out, taking a chance on me, even Brick Something, first and foremost, before even the GDL stuff came up, Brick Something really, giving me a buzz and saying, hey man, come on, I just want to chop it up with some folks that might look a little different than what you usually see in like the toy podcast scene. So shout out to Brick Something, and for Jay Glatfelter and my buddy Gary showing support in the chat. It's been 2025 has been awesome working with them, and then even to have 2025 open like that, and then to have 2025 close with the first episode of BLERD ALERT for your birthday.
Man,
it's just, I didn't anticipate this. Life takes you funny places. Just say yes, and when you stay ready, you gotta get ready, right?
We're gonna ride it out until the new year, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And excited for all the things we have in store. So again, everybody send their thoughts, prayers, positive energy to Sebastian Gomez while he's on the mend. He's still recovering from the Christmas crud. He had a lot of family coming from out of town. They've all been taking turns, and it's just his turn in the hot seat right now. So he's getting some rest. Shout out to you, Sebastian. Thanks again, Brandon. This is just fun. It's fun chopping it up. This has been the second episode of BLERD ALERT. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned in 2026.
And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. All right. Later, everybody.
Peace.